Hi everyone, welcome back to Brain Dump, a show where I talk about pretty much whatever the fuck I want to talk about. I'm Kai, and this week I don't really have a topic necessarily. I just want to play a little game to let you guys in on the lore of my life because I don't know, I feel like I overshare on this podcast a lot, but at the same time, you guys don't really know that much about me, right? Do you? Do you really? Like, just think about it. So I'm gonna play a little game. I made wheel, a wheel. It's a wheel of like different places, feelings, or things that I feel like I could associate with a story in my life, but I feel like I really haven't decided on a set story for any of these topics on the wheel. So we're just gonna go with it and hope that I can figure out a story for it. So yeah, I guess let's just like do it. Why not? Okay, we're spinning the wheel for the first time. Pool. Pool. When I was a kid, I spent a lot of time in the pool because I was on swim team, and I remember, I mean, I liked swim team. It wasn't the worst thing in the world. And it's not like my parents were forcing us to do it, but like me and my siblings all did it. It was like a mandatory summer type thing, but I remember I really only liked it for the donuts that we got after meets on Saturday mornings. They would make us come in at like 7 a.m. for some fucking reason, give us donuts, and then we would all jump in the pool. Okay, that's kind of weird the way we ate and immediately jumped in the pool to play sharks and minnows. Honestly, best summers of my life playing that. Those are just some fun memories that I really enjoyed. Spinning again. Car. 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 Oh my gosh, okay. I didn't think I was gonna tell this story, but like now it's on my brain and it's like the only story I can think of that involves a car. This is terrible. This is all hypothetical and this never happened actually. But like if it did, it was over 4 years ago, so it doesn't matter at this point. Hypothetically. Oh, this is terrible. Hypothetically, me and if this tells you how long ago it was, me and my boyfriend at the time and a few of my friends went to this place. So stupid. We called it the Rocks, right? It was on like this lake in our town and it had a bunch of rocks and we would sit at the rocks and partake in some Mary Jane, you know? Um Hypothetically, this never happened. So after that, my boyfriend, who was sober, because I would not fucking get into a car with someone that's under the influence, he was sober and we got in the car. It was his truck. Like he was driving a pickup truck and it wasn't even his. It was his dad, which makes this so much worse. Just wait. He reverses out of the parking spot because he was going to drive me home. Then he puts it in drive and we are in a ditch. Like just simply crashed into a ditch. It wasn't like a crash, like a bad thing because nothing in the car broke, but it was like, oh, we slowly just drove down a ditch and now we're stuck. So the car was stuck in that ditch for like a good 45 minutes and it was me and like it was like six of our friends and us and we like as a group pushed this car out of the ditch because at first one of my friends was like, no, we gotta call someone to get this car out, and we were like, no, we are not, we are all Mary Jane. But we got it out and it was like such a success because then I got to go home. But so stupid. Ooh, that could be a good story. Okay, hypothetically, this is my first time getting high story. So I was a freshman in high school. I know, terrible. I was a freshman in high school, and my friend, let's call him Josh. His name is not Josh, but he invited me over to his house, right? And we were in his basement. Of course, in the basement. That's where it happens. That's where it happens. In his basement, and he has a pen, right? And I never seen that in my life. I'm like, what even is that? And I'm not a nicotine person. I never have been. I tried it in like middle school. I tried hitting a jewel. No, thank you. Too spicy for me. Like, even to this day, I mean, I don't know. It's just not, it's never been my thing. Nicotine, no thanks. And so he was like, do you want to hit it? And I was like, You know what? Why not? Why not? Yeah, no. No, I shouldn't have done that. Stupid. Because hey, I'm dumb because I had to bike ride home. Why the fuck? He asked me if I wanted to do this and I had to bike ride home. Yeah, sure, I'll do it. So I take probably the biggest hit of my life because he was just like, "Oh, just keep inhaling, just keep going." Kept going, just kept going, and I coughed more than I've ever coughed ever. Like, it was so bad. Oh, my eyes were watering. It was terrible. And after that, I felt so lightheaded and I was like, Josh, Josh, I gotta go home. Like, I literally have to go home. At the time, my mom was out of town and I was like, I can't bike ride home by myself. Like, you have to come with me. And like, we lived in the same neighborhood, but it was still like, had to cross some streets to get home, you know? So I didn't want to go by myself. And so I made him come home with me, but before we left, I was like in his front yard, like about to get on my bike, and his neighbor was out, but I was freaking the fuck out. I was crying. I was like, Josh, we gotta go. We gotta go. Like, we have to go home. Like, having a panic attack on his front yard. And his neighbor was staring at me like, what the fuck is wrong with this child right now? And I was not well. I was unwell. And I remember bike riding home and everything felt like a simulation. Like, I remember being like, oh, if these cars hit me, I'm just gonna respawn. Hey, what? Hey, that is not how that works. What the fuck? Yeah, so stupid. I'm an idiot. Freshman in high school, 15 years old, idiot. So we bike rided back to my house and I was like, Josh, you have to stay with me until I fall asleep because I feel like I'm going to die. So he stayed with me. True friend right there. Good. What a G, Josh. His name isn't Josh, but yeah, so he stayed with me until I fell asleep, and then the next day at school, I remember still feeling high, like still feeling like extremely high. And it was probably all in my head because hey, I took one hit. But that next day wasn't enjoyable, not at all. So, and then I stayed away from weed for a long time. Okay, what a fun story that was. That wasn't even on the wheel. Road trip. Oh my gosh, I have so many good memories road tripping. Let's see. One of my favorite road trips was my senior year of high school. Me and my friend Bailey. I love Bailey. She's my best friend. Me and Bailey have one of those friendships where it's like we can go without seeing each other for a year and then we will pick up exactly where we left off and it'll be like no time has passed. And I love her so much. We became best friends in 7th grade and then we had like a falling out in 8th grade. But I feel like everyone that has like a true bond, there's a falling out. There's a big dramatic falling out and then everything's fine. That happened to us at the end of 8th grade during the Disney school trip. It was so dramatic. Oh my god, it was so dramatic. But Bailey's my best friend. I will still always call her my best friend because she has seen me through it all and I've seen her through it all and I love her. She's like one of my favorite people ever. Anyway, where was I? We went on a trip and there was just like so many fun times on that trip. We went to one of those restaurants where they insult you with the hats and that was fun. What else? I almost got kidnapped trying to get Bailey Benadryl. We were staying at this really sketchy hotel because when we booked the trip, we were like, you know what, let's just save money, right? Let's pick the cheapest places. And we did that. And there was like construction going on at this place while we were staying there and it was sketchy as fuck. We were probably like the only people staying there. Like I swear I did not see any other guests there. And I was trying to get Bailey Benadryl because I don't even know. She was having some sort of allergic reaction, as Bailey does. And there were these men outside, and they scared the fuck out of me. And I swear, that close to getting kidnapped. And also, Bailey's family would always invite me on their road trips, like in middle school and high school. And that was so much fun. We would go camping, and we went to the beach. It was just so fun. Like, I have really good memories of road trips with Bailey's family. And I'm really glad I have those memories with them, you know? What else? I went to Playlist Live in 2022 with my friends Gabby, Katie, and Evie. I think that was everyone. Yeah. That was really fun. I'd never been to Playlist Live before and I really wanted to meet a few people and that was a lot of fun. We met Axel Weber, and he was such a great guy. He was so nice. And then he came and found us like a few hours later, and he gave me a fist pump. What a great guy. We saw someone signing a rock. Like, someone asked their favorite creator to sign a rock, apparently. It's fucking weird, but okay. And oh my god, we like met Danielle Cohn, and she was honestly so fucking nice. I wasn't expecting her to be nice, but she was. Oh, she was selling something. I honestly couldn't even tell you. I don't remember. Beach. I mean, I just kind of talked about the beach, but oh, when me and my cousins were growing up, we would go to a beach house every few years. It was like I want to say we did it like twice. Yeah. And we did it like once in 2014 and then in 2017. I could be totally wrong, but we did it twice. I do remember that. Anyway, the second time we went to the beach house, we were a little bit older. So it was me, my cousin Mari, and Johnny, and my sister. And I don't know if my brother partook in this because he was a little older than us, and he was like, I don't want to hang out with those young people. We snuck out of our beach house and we ran on the beach at 2 a.m. And it's probably one of the funnest moments of my life. Just fucking running on the pitch black beach at 2 in the morning with my cousins and my sister. And it was just so much fun. And, you know, the adrenaline of knowing that you're not supposed to be, you know, out on the beach at 2 a.m. But I remember walking back, and we took the long way in the neighborhood walking back, and it was so peaceful at night, and it was so much fun. That was a really good memory. Embarrassing. I don't like to get embarrassed by things. Obviously, that's sometimes a feeling that you cannot control, but the most recent thing I can think of that I was like majorly embarrassed about was Just Beyond, when the show came out and I was simply cut, and I'd been talking about it for months. I was so excited, and it was very disappointing. And at the time, I was very embarrassed about it. Like, wow, I hyped it up. I really did. And I thought that it was going to be like a huge deal. And then it wasn't. And I kind of disappointed myself because I should have known better. But at the same time, I didn't know that I was going to get cut from the show. Like, that's not something that I was expecting actually at all. But I felt extremely embarrassed after that came out. And I was ashamed, and I didn't feel like a real actor, and I felt stupid and like a fool, and that's not a great feeling. But I feel like embarrassment just means something totally different to me now, because I don't have that general feeling of embarrassment anymore. It's not something that comes up because I've learned not to give a fuck what people think of me. Truthfully, like, I've become immune. So, yeah. Those are just a few stories that I wanted to tell, because why the hell not? I'll probably do another episode like this just to keep it going, the lore. But, yeah, that's all I kind of wanted to share today. Hope you enjoyed. Let's get on to books of the week. Okay. Listen. Okay, my mic just like totally stopped working. Hope we're good. All right. This book, The Glass Girl by Kathleen Glasgow. So good. It's so good. It's about this girl named Bella, and she struggles with alcohol, and she's a 15-year-old, and, you know, when you're 15 and you're struggling with something like alcohol, it's so hard to get help with it because it's so normalized to be a teenager that drinks. And I think this book really sheds light on getting help and understanding how to be there for your friends with addiction, or a sibling with addiction, or a daughter, or a cousin, or just random person out on the street. Like, it was really good. Yeah, there's not much to say because it was just absolutely incredible. So, and now I'm reading You'd Be Home Now by Kathleen Glasgow. Of course. She's just too good. She is too good. So, alright. Songs of the week. Strangers by Mountjoy, Patience by Tame Impala, Death by Mountjoy, Spin You Around by, oh gosh, Nafi is Bougie. Sure. After Midnight by Chappell Roan, My Kink is Karma by Chappell Roan, Deep End by Dayglow, Blue by Billie Eilish, and From Eden by Hozier. So yeah, those are all the songs of the week. Is there anything else I wanted to share? Don't think so. Currently on Christmas break. It's going well. This week I work so much. I'm so excited. I am. I really do enjoy my job, but it's also, it's the holidays and retail. So I'll just leave that there. Yeah. Okay. So thank you for listening and or watching. I appreciate you. Remember that you're loved, you're valued, and you're appreciated in this world. Happy fucking holidays. Goodbye.